Welcome on in and gather around, gang. It's time for some more Total War Shogun 2. We are continuing our trip through the historical games that at least I have access to, and Shogun 2 is the next on our journey. Thank you all for voting on the poll to decide who we're playing as today. It was a choice between the Date, the Otomo, and the Mori, and you all have resoundingly chosen the Date. So we're going to be playing as the Nodachi wielding. This man has a fantastic helmet. Look at the crest on this helmet. And they all have two-handed. Basically, the samurai equivalent of the claymore. So it's fantastic. They've got extra charge bonus to all their units. Superior Nodachi samurai. We've got reduced recruitment cost and upkeep for those Nodachi samurai. And that's about that. Their initial challenge is normal. They start up here in the kind of the northern part of Japan. So I would say they actually have a fairly easy start simply because there's no one to their north. And our only enemies are going to be kind of in this province here, which is, I would say, fairly easy to manage as long as we can actually win our battles. Let's get to our little flavor text here. So the Date warriors are loyal to the ideas of Bushido and possess an attacking spirit. They're fierce and unforgiving enemies, and all Date troops have a charge bonus. And the Nodachi samurai with their two-handed swords are terrible indeed. Attacking without restraint is what the Date do best. They have many enemies worth attacking. Date Haramune is at war with the rebels and the Nami clan, but a successful attack on any enemy would give the clan equal resources. Haramune does not lack the fears of his clan. He removed his own father and certainly can imagine himself Shogun. And his warriors' fierceness gained him that prize. And as from what I kind of have read up a little bit, very small details on the Date, basically this is the son of the original daimyo for the Date. He was going to marry his younger son off to another clan to basically secure some allegiance and basically oust his original heir. And so the heir decided he didn't like that, got a bunch of retainers in the Date clan, and basically ousted his father. So now we are playing as good old Haramune. So let's dive on in. We're going to be playing on very hard difficulty. This is going to be one of those campaigns similar to our Rome 2 where perhaps we just lose. We'll be back to Rome 2 eventually for some vengeance, but for now we're here in Shogun. We'll be playing on a short campaign where our victory conditions are to become the Shogun by holding Kyoto, and then capturing and holding 25 provinces including Fukushima, Iwate, Miyagi, Ugo, Uzun, and Kyoto. Let's dive on in. We're definitely not playing on battle realism mode, and also, when I was doing a bit of a test, it was searching for players, and I was like, what? I don't want to play multiplayer every single battle. It's really cool. Really cool add-on, but I'm guessing one that was probably left ticked off in most cases. Let's dive in and become the Shogun.
(1545). This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become Shogun. But who will be victorious? Date lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. We do not walk the same path as other clans. We are revered as strong, independent, and brave in battle. Our warriors are feared. Their skills with the Nodachi are unrivaled. In battle, they terrify the foe. Bishamonten, the war god, has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Date clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls. We are the Date, once masters of the northern reaches of Honshu. Our authority is now in jeopardy. Tanemune, intent on wedding his youngest son to an Uesugi princess, has created a rift within our clan. Outraged by his father's plans for his younger brother, Tanemune's heir has rallied our most influential retainers to his banner. They now fight to unite the Date under his rule. Tanemune must answer for the strife he has brought upon our people. Once defeated, our attention must be turned to the reconstruction of all that was lost during our internal struggle, including the reassertion of our authority in the north. Having capitalized upon our infighting to expand their power, the Mogami clan posed the biggest threat. Capturing Ugo to the west will diminish their influence. We have a history of conflict with the Hatakeyama to the south, so we should not hesitate to take Miyagi province from them. Rich in quality iron, this province will enhance our military capability whilst giving us a much-coveted resource in which to trade. As we gain influence, we will surely draw the ire of Kyoto. We have no need to submit to the whims of the Shogun, so should he be foolhardy enough to march against us, he will find the Date ready to fight for our power and independence.
Done right. Mission issued, we have Tanemune's fall. Our clan has been gripped by civil strife since the disagreements with Tanemune over the fate of your brother. Having gathered much support for your cause, you are now in a position to put an end to your father's rule. Defeat Tanemune's forces and the Date will be united once again. Kill the rebellion and will gain 25% wealth generated by all buildings for 6 seasons. That's pretty nice.
If our daimyo is to become shogun, military ruler
Must
of
defeat
all
the
Japan,
current shogun. Don't you worry, we're on it. So we begin here with the Date. We have our single province, and I think we have to repair this. Our blacksmith looks like it's broken. Oh, maybe that's just the natural fires of it working. They've got that thing stoked to a blaze. Good grief. So get ourselves a blacksmith. That's pretty nice right off the bat. A coastal village, so we can turn that into a trading port. Roads, of course, and then our rice paddies. The upgrade to a stronghold town gives us the samurai retainers and some Yari Ashigaru in the garrison, which is nice. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and begin by grabbing, this is Date Yoshinori. He is our brother. And management. Religion, good old Shinto Buddhism. We have 2,000 treasury, currently no food supply. We should probably fix immediately. Prosperity moderate. Really just our typical, we have super strong Nodachi. Then Yoshinori is the commissioner for warfare. Group cost, special ability cooldown, and the daimyo's brother. Sure, so this one is, how old is Sanemoto? Is 18. So when do they become old enough to become a general, I wonder? Maybe 19 or 20? We'll find out. Alright, let's do this rebellion. Well, we're real quick. We'll pull up our province. It looks like Iwate is fine in terms of public order. We can drop that quite a bit. Let's drop it a little bit. We'll go tax level minimal. We don't really need that many taxes. We'll be kicking the smack out of our father here. Who has Yari Cavalry, Ashigaru, and Bo Ashigaru as well. 4 charge bonus there. Go ahead and combine these armies together. And then you really want to have your generals reinforcing when possible, so we're going to go ahead and grab everyone here, and then launch the attack, and I think Yoshinori should join. Yes, he should. Good. Yoshinori's there as reinforcements, so he should be getting kind of separate experience, I believe is how Shogun 2 works. If you have any kind of tips and tricks for min-maxing Shogun 2, please leave them in the comments below. This is kind of my first ever proper campaign, so we're going to be learning as we go together here. They will drop it, but not today. So Yari Cavalry, Yari Samurai, a couple of Yashigaru, and Bo Ashigaru. Pretty evenly matched here. Take us back to the days. Oh, look at these guys kind of moonwalking. Take us back to the days where the first battles were actually difficult. It is raining. Gunpowder weapons are slower to reload, and archers may not use flaming arrows. Also more difficult to ignite. Buildings and units take longer to recover from fatigue. Battle in the rain seems like a good time to take down our father. It's a somber day after all. And honestly, every time I come back to Shogun, it holds up very well. In terms of this is an ancient game, honestly, all things considered. It still looks fantastic. And I believe Attila is the last one where they have kind of proper matched combat animations in battle, where they're all, at least they should for the most part, be locking in with another warrior and going hands proper. Super cool. Go ahead and have the Ashigaru here, our Yari Samurai here, and then our bowman on the flank. And where our reinforcements are coming in from behind here, and he should be able to kind of just ride up and join us, no problem. Will we need him? I don't really think so. Go ahead and grab our infantry, group them up so I can move them around a little bit more easily. And then in terms of what Haramune here has as abilities, when I did some research, these things, which I was like, what on earth? They're like a arrow shield. So if the generals decided to turn and run, or turn and ride away from the enemy, it's to keep them safe from arrows. They kind of bounce off, or they're dead in this, and they won't stab you instead, which is kind of interesting. These are incredibly bulky looking, but if it keeps you safe. There's our clan leader himself. Not currently wielding a Nodachi. In fact, from a horse, I feel like I would rather have a Nodachi than a normal katana, but what do I know? One, advance. So we probably do want to run up into position. We'll kind of wait from there. But they're going to walk. I mean, that's fine. Allies have arrived, let them ride on into battle. Welcome, Yoshinori. So, melee attack and defense here is 15. So the generals are really chunky in terms of how hard they hit. There's only 40 of them, though. So, probably similar to medieval, we want to keep them out of the fights, but they're really good at sweeping in and getting rid of archers or any kind of spearmen that are already locked in fighting. Come on, boys, into position. This lovely mountain here is perfect to stop any kind of cavalry charges. And they're pouring over the hillside. Glorious. Take position. Yeah, they're sitting, the general, I believe, is their Yari cavalry. They're sitting him around.
Radar map allows an aerial
Brother, I know about the radar map. Thank you. It's going all the way around. Okay, so Yari. There's their samurai, there's their bow Ashigaru. Alright, let's give them a charge. Launch those arrows into the bows. Charge them, you guys gotta chill here. Beautiful. Now give him a charge. Our Yari samurai are taking some casualties. No, he's fine. Calm down. Broke them pretty much immediately. Go ahead and charge in together. Inspire our Yari samurai. They can definitely use it. Their bow Ashigaru were definitely wounded. Their general's staying way back here. We lost one of our general's men on the charge. He's keeping his other Ashigaru back. Double charge from our boys should be doing pretty well, but our samurai are not doing amazing. We should probably send these guys in to help. That much charge bonus hitting him should break things. His bow Ashigaru are hanging in there, though, aren't they? Killed a lot of that charge. Just got not going to charge into their Yari Yashigaru here. Samurai up here broken. Almost. Ours are wounded a little bit too. They're fighting samurai. Why are you guys turning around and charging them? That doesn't seem like a good idea. I'm pretty impressed with the Yari Samurai here. They are holding. We'll just outmaneuver these clowns then. They're wavering. They're no longer in good positions now. Getting shot to pieces. Uphill, come on then. I'm glad the Yari cavalry have stayed completely out of this fight. My foes are gone. Charge these Yari samurai next. The only reason we're doing that is because they do have their backs to us. There we go, that wipes them out. And here come the next group. Yari boys, turn, get ready. They catch their cavalry, slaughtering them in droves. We lose a few on that initial charge, though. Give them a charge. Everyone together! That's right. We've lost a few here. It's definitely a nasty battle. Yeah, we're continuing it. We gotta make sure no one leaves. Outnumbered, but we do, I guess we have an equal number of troops. They just had more in an initial or a single cavalry group, which is fair enough. While our generals go catch these Ashigaru, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, beautiful close victory. We did lose quite a few in that fight. Our Ashigaru fighting samurai did not have a good time. And we learned a valuable lesson. Samurai beat Ashigaru in just about every. However, our Yari Ashigaru did at least get some level ups, so did our samurai. Unfortunately, these guys didn't. Even though they got 80 kills on one general and 146 on the other, they're still having to wait a little bit before they get some level ups. Well done, everyone. We'll move into reinforce and put these guys down. Some Yari and some Mo. Ashigaru will auto-resolve that one, and plus 12. Alright, fair enough. Chwaka. Down with the rebellion. An auspicious day indeed, my lord. We have successfully accomplished this mission for the greater good of the clan. And Haramune levels up. Excellent. Haramune back into Iwate. Then your brother out in front. I think he has to go around him. I don't know why he needed to go around him, but he did. But yeah, Haramune here has some skills. Let's go ahead and hand those out. There we go. He is self-centered, so extra melee attack. Casually brutal gives us extra repression. Crucifixion, a most excellent lesson. And then he's also distrustful. These would normally be things that would be negatives in other games. Minus 5% of the character's chance of being assassinated, fair enough. He's got 2 command, 3 honor. Roll personal honor. His bodyguard, you can see there. Okay, interesting. Cool. Well, we give him either the warrior or the strategist. Extra campaign movement range. Don't mind if I do. So 2 points into that, yes. And then a retainer we can hire. A noodle chef. Add the noodle dream or the kanji poet. Rather not get assassinated, that's for sure. Let's get some better repression, though. We have to pay for it? No, we didn't. irritator or just stare at him aggressively till he joins us. Got a lot of loyalty, not very much rank. Interesting. Alright, well here, we definitely want to get some food going. And then also a harbor. Yes. We're just about out of cash. How much can we go ahead and recruit then? The answer is none. Here's what we'll do instead. Let's go one bit of building and then some recruitment. So we'll go yada 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 and one bowman. Money, we have just about no money. You know what? Since we are currently at war, we'll keep it at low taxes. So we're generating around 1,000 gold for next turn. Should be enough to build one more improvement and march on Ugo over here. As you can see, this is a big province. It takes us a long time to actually march through it, so we want to keep that in mind.
Yari Ashigaru provide excellent defense against enemy cavalry charges.
You get a...
But their tight formations leave them vulnerable to missile troops and skilled infantry units.
Sure.
Ideal for whittling down the enemy before battle is joined. These troops are best kept at range and will suffer heavy losses if engaged.
Bring back the unit walking videos. That's awesome. Fearlessness in battle breeds fear in one's enemies. And with that fear comes the certainty of defeat. I just realized we forgot to give ourselves research. Oh, good grief, that's dumb. Old game's not telling you to mass. Oh, it started off with Bushido. Thank goodness, it chose for us. Well, we're gonna keep Bushido is where I was going to go for, and we'll move over here towards the Way of the Sword like at once. Then we get ourselves our Nodachi Samurai, and then we'll come back over to the Way of Chi. Try to find where's my trade. We already built trade. Market, rice exchange, terrace farming, lacquerware workshops. Infamous Mizu Shobai district. Roof roads, well, maybe I don't have to have. I could have swore we had to have a certain technology to get trading ports up and running. It's not, though. Cool. Well, like I said. And we're now in the next turn. Let's go ahead and get moving. We just don't want to be traveling into Ugo province during the winter, so we'll probably just want to hang out on the edge once it turns winter on our side, and then we'll march on them from there. Because Ugo, you can see this is where the castle is right here. I think it would actually be faster to go up and around. That's because there's no roads up here. Very isolated here in this province, which is good. Oh, does he have himself a chair? He pulls out the flip chair and gives people... That's incredible. Alright, so like I said, one set of upgrades and then... movement speed increasing by 30% on the roads. Maybe something we grab here, because it takes so long to move through our provinces. Extra growth and lets us get a navy. Let's go for the roads first. Also, they're cheap. Oh, we can't afford each, so we'll just go ahead and grab the Yari Ashigaru then, since they are cheaper overall. And we'll keep traveling. In terms of diplomacy, we have the Atakiyama that we're friendly with and actually trading. We're friendly with lads down here too. So the next faction we're supposed to attack, we are trading with. Maybe we don't attack them yet. Oh, Bushido has been mastered. Strategy of attack without decisive attack. Defense alone will not. Victory. Was that the one we're on now? I see, this is the one we currently finished. Mastery of the arts improves our potential for military and civic development. Wait, the warrior is the resolute acceptance of death. Price of audacity. With Tanamune defeated, we must turn our attention to dangers from without. The Mogami, previously kept in check by our might, relies on our strife to strengthen their position in the plan. They will pay for their audacity, and the conquest of their lands will weaken them and enable us to reassert our position. So, wait, they're threatening us by just existing? He's lose morale for 6 turns. That's awesome. They only have one clan, though? I think they probably have Ugo and Uzin. Great clan destroyed. The Tokugawa are gone. I think in history, the Tokugawa are the ones that win this whole deal and become the Shogun. So the Date, basically, they side with the Tokugawa at some point, and they are given the majority of the northern portion of Japan as a province as reward. The Date do not become the Shogun, but they do. 5 turns until fully replenished. But they do at least side with Victor, which is the Tokugawa. No food supply just yet, so we really don't want to upgrade our castle, otherwise we're going to have some food woes. And we want no woes. How many Boashigari do we have? Just 2. And we are all about charge bonus, not shooting people with arrows, but making sure we can whittle down dangerous targets from afar is important. Put in the harbor. We can't afford the Yari then. Who is it worth it? No, I think not. Get 1 more of each, that way we have a solid army. On traveling. Alright, it's winter, but because we're in our territory, that's not a problem. Those roads are done. We're replenishing a lot faster, too. That is amazing to see. It went from 5 turns, just 1 on these guys, but maybe these guys were never that injured. Now we're down to 600 a turn. Pick up the harbor upgrade. 1 more Yada Yashigaru. We just don't want to intern in their territory. What if we burn their rice paddies, though? Yeah. Enjoy winter, fools. Oh, you can't get back home. Well, turns out karma is in fact a thing. How many casualties do we actually take? Oh, like 11? That's not that big a deal. It is annoying. It puts us at a bit of a disadvantage here. But unless you have another army behind you, what are you thinking, sir? Damaged or not, we're gonna beat the brakes off of you. You better have some reinforcements behind you. Runs for the hills. Okay, he definitely does. It's a Skaven trick. Fall back. Emerge units, please. Oh, M takes you into the ways of Bushido. You guys merge? Here, let's troll. It kind of worked. But also I don't know if it did or not. Oh well. You like that they have a chair they set up. Well, let's go ahead and blow this up again, and then just go hang out on the roads. We'll keep marching in. Don't you worry, sir. Bring these Yada Yashigaru, and then I think we stop recruiting for just now, and we let our gold kind of build up, that way we can set up a stronghold here. Winter attrition is lame, but we can handle it. Met no one else, so we continue to pass. Alright, our turn again, and without a decisive attack, defense alone shall not bring a victory. I did see they sent one of their naval ships round, which is a concern, I can't lie. Merge the armies together here. We are a little bit wounded in terms of a couple of these Yardi. I mean, they are down about half unit here, and then it's a good 25% on this one, which is not great. Truthfully, maybe a bad idea to try to hide and launch an ambush from the forest. Yes, get in the forest. Got more warriors, we can actually replenish. Take 5 whole turns, that is crazy. 8 before our samurai are replenished. Yeah, let's try to lure these guys in. If they want to bring a larger army, so be it. Alright, then we should probably save, like I said, for the stronghold. Alright, the Mogami fall into our ambush. What a bunch of fools. Line the attack or fight on the battlefield. Absolutely. Now that the men and good are pumped
You
up.
have chosen to launch an ambush, a sneak attack on a passing enemy army. The usual rules for deployment do not apply here. Our forces can be split between each side of the road to attack the enemy whilst they are in marching order. Although an effective approach, this is not always the best option to take in every situation. The enemy army will not have the opportunity to move their units in any way, so deploy carefully to cause maximum...
We shall indeed. So I'm thinking... yeah, I would absolutely do this to us. We stay on the high ground and just launch arrows at them. What about you guys in the spread shot formation, at least the spread formation, that we're not getting shot up as much in turn. We can fire out of the woods. Only on the 2 flanks. The guys in the center, they're going to stay kind of bunched up. And we'll have our elites roaring down from this side. Okay. Said all of the elites, good grief. And then 1 extra Yashigaru just for good measure. And then these 3. So wait, can you not actually run? Oh, it's not on one is done. Okay, so we'll do both Ashigaru here. Not sure why 2 of them got grabbed there, but so be it. Grab these guys then. Put them right over here. Excellent. 2 generals. You 3 in guard mode, and let it begin. Are they just gonna run away to a hill themselves? The deepest of sighs, come on. I mean, even if I was to chase them there was nothing I could do. They're just gonna go get up on this hill and wait for me. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's the game we're playing. Every time. That's not even a little bit fun. Why? Come on, CA. This is old game. Why are you complaining? That's true. We've calculated the AI to be incredibly clever at just being rats. How about they march at us? No, they're gonna go run. And sit on this hill. Okay, well, I'll catch you all when we get actually formed up with them here. We're getting quite a bit closer. They're sitting some Boashi Garter down to try to bother us, so let's just go ahead and pull back with our own. Don't give them a volley that actually hits anything. That would make me frown. Draw them back in ourselves here. If they're just going to send 1 unit down to harass us, I am going to turn and obliterate them. These guys the inspiration. And they're going to shoot at our Ashigaru. Arrows in. Resets of arrows come back. Not bad armor on the Ashigaru for their side, truthfully. Another wave in. Another couple waves hit them. There's no way 1 versus 3 they're willing to fight for long. Down to 75. 59. Guys should all be on guard mode, so should not be advancing, but when they're down a group of archers, then we can, there we go. Start bothering these Ashigaru next. Do what they were doing to us. Skirmish on. Get a range of their archers if we can. Those Ashigaru took some serious damage. Or they're starting to fire back. You lads fall back. Blast into these archers. You blast into these archers. Yeah, still getting shot to pieces. Loose formation here for you boys, although you don't lose as many. Use the trees as a shield. Charge him. That general is very eager to throw his life away, apparently. Also is ours. Run. Alright, here come our hapless foes. Charge. Thank goodness for our general's armor there. That's not great.
My lord, their general has fallen! A cutting blow!
Keep moving through, boys.
Our general is in grave danger, my
You're
lord!
lying, he's fine.
My
Charge the
lord,
guys that are already wavering.
a glorious victory will soon
Beautiful.
be yours.
Killing their general was all we really needed to do there. They got nasty as soon as they turned around and they're like, nope, absolutely not. You think we're fighting a ambush? We are leaving. Which, fair enough. If you get angry there, like I'm prone to do, you're probably going to suffer. Gotta stay calm and just beat the smack out of them trying to run away. Alright, well that is a very good first battle, especially since we ambushed them and they tried to run. But you know what? Alright, we've been deployed in pretty equal numbers, and it went from an ambush to a normal battle rather quickly, so losing only 362 there is just really nice. Golden Sword is going to go to our... Looks like the General, 274 kills there as the enemy was fleeing. Well done.
Details of the clan's financial
Yeah, here comes their navy. I'm
including
gonna bother our port.
taxation and trade,
It's a
are
single boat.
displayed on the
Thank you,
finance
lady.
panel.
If I had any boats myself, that would be a bad time for them. Medium Bune costs 98 upkeep. It's pretty expensive. They would just go for a couple of Kobayas for... Get 2 of them for the price of 1. How do we push into their territory after the end turn? That's too bad. Yeah, so now we really do need to take a turn to probably heal. We replenish in 2 turns. That's down to a single unit. Yeah, we'll spend a turn. I do not like how long it's taking us to take out this first army here, this first faction. We need our troops to heal, and then we can march on from there. I think merging would be a bad call, though. And with 1 extra unit coming on in, maybe we do merge. Let's see. And nothing happened. We do it with the Nodachi. Here we go. Bind them together. I realize every time I'm combining them, I'm also muting, so you can hear me and then you can't, and then I'm back again. I don't want to spend a whole lot of turns. It is fall now, so we really can't march with Hugo. We gotta wait till next season. Gotta wait till next season. Melee attack or armor? Looks like armor is probably the better call, isn't it? 5 armor, 2 armor. Wow, it goes up by 2. What does the general have? Seven armor. So armor is rather impactful per point. But I also think we need to get some of the Kobayas up and running. We'll get 2 fire Kobayas. We should be able to kick them out because of that with those, unless they have a Buna, and even then we can maybe chase them. May just have to slow our growth for the time being. Since we only have the single province, I don't think it's really that big a deal because we don't have the cash to upgrade it in the first place, so... When do you get old enough, Sanemoto? Who knows?
Fast moving, this small ship carries archers, armed with deadly fire arrows.
Good at
capable
burning
of-
your own ships into nothing. Alright, so since it's winter, we definitely need to set up and just rest. Bring these spears. Bring the 2 of you as well, and those will be our reinforcements. With that Kobaya, they left. Fair enough. Here I pretty much think we should chill on recruitment. We march on them with what we have here, and if that isn't enough, then hey, we're not cut out to be the Shogun. 4 turns before we have the way of the sword. Feels like rushing this was the wrong call. But once we do get a free unit of Nodachi Samurai, so that may be all we need to finish off our opponents here.
Ports, farms, and specialty.
Yes, ma'am. I think we've already discussed that. I need to turn off the tutorial going forward here. Alright, we're not all the way replenished. It's time to march. You bar my path with quite a few soldiers, actually. That is not a small amount of men you have there. You'll hide in the forest? Yeah, we can. Ambush? Ooh. If the ambush doesn't work, we'll be able to move in as reinforcements. But I think we should be able to launch an ambush using these guys as bait. We'll see. 6 morale, 4 attack, 3 defense, 1 charge bonus, as opposed to 6, 5, and 5 charge bonus. We've got 2 fireboats. Let's see where those clowns went. Hunt them down. We can upgrade our castle, or we go for the blacksmith. No, it's time to upgrade the castle. We have some food supply surplus, and it's time to use it on upgrading our castle. And we shall... We still have met no other clan. That's crazy. Aha, we ambush you again! We got some reinforcements on the way. So this is pretty equal in terms of what they're fielding and what we're fielding. Our guys are just more elite. We have 1 extra general. We have more units, though, for sure. Blind attack? No, let's do this. How about another battle speech? They gave our foe a hill. You're being ambushed, and you're marching along the ridge of a hill? We're gonna have a hard time getting them out of here. We definitely need to wait for a reinforcement. Where are they showing up at? Over here. Okay, so I think we're gonna attack from here then. The fact that our bowmen are not as well intact is not exciting, I can't lie. Yari Meiji, you guys stay here. And let's allow our reinforcements to come in, and we should be able to see them off. They will definitely sit up on the hill. They're not, yeah, immediately runs to the hill. There was nothing we were going to do to stop them from doing that. Alright. Join our merry band. Once you have, we'll decide what to do from there. Oh, it's trying to do formations. That's what it's doing. I appreciate you, game, but I don't really need those right now. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna put one extra archer onto this side. Okay, so like we've already seen, they've decided to set up on the ridgeline. I really wish we had some fire arrows. Burn them out. Blowing into a yardie wall as you would. Alright, archers, we are going to go into a spread formation. Are there archers up front? No, but they will not take long to advance, and hopefully they won't advance all of them. Oh. Alright, we're already having the archer duel start. Everyone rip into these same Ashigaru here. Yada, you advance, go into loose formation. Give them what they think is a target. They're getting hit by 4 archers at the same time this time. They are even higher up than they were previously. Another... Oh, 10 drop there. Comes the next wave. Oof. Just getting your Yashigaru all armored up would be the way to just decimate people. Another set of arrows in. They absolutely lose that duel. These guys getting shot at a little bit too. Let's try to not allow that if we can. Hey, they're shattered. They're not coming back at all. Next, archers. And they'll waste their arrows on our spears, and I can just kind of profit from there. Gotta keep running around. Our archers can keep launching shots in. Let's fire these boys here. Let's have both of our generals sweep round wide.
Our general is in grave danger, my
Brother, why
lord!
are you running through the arrows? What is going... Hang on now, what is happening? Oh, everyone's now being broken. Oh, good grief. What on earth? Gang. You look like clowns. What is going on? Oh, good grief. I mean, I would take advantage of our disorganization here. Not sure what our guys are up to, but it's not useful. They just decided to leave. The good news is, even after all that shenanigans, we're still winning the arrow duel here. Goes over and in position. Down to 80 here, we are easily winning this arrow duel. Guys are so compact, they're losing far more than just the archers. Any missed shots hitting Hitting an Ashigaru with the spear variety as well. We're just going completely wide, though. So when I grabbed the generals, a couple others came with them. Wait, what is happening? If they did it again. Alright. This is just dumb. Get back into position, boys. Alright, they're gonna charge over. I would. After all the goofiness our guys are doing. Oh yeah? Lure him up the hill, huh? Interesting strategy. Here are my archers going now, man. Get them out of a unit, they don't know how to handle it. I'm gonna charge into 3 of my Yari, you're gonna get smacked. Just because both the generals end up beat you down too. Alright, wall boys. Generals fall back. Reform, lads, reform.
Get
out of here, Yari wall. All ammunition used. Did they just decide to charge without orders? Always dangerous when that happens. I guess we'll just use our charge mode as best of our ability here. Use Ashigaru, all of our archers that still have arrows. Just shoot these Ashigaru here. Circle aggressively here. Rapid advance. They can just run extra fast too. That's pretty cool. Get out a Yari wall formation and just... Well, it's not charging, but we'll stand here. Every remaining archer shoot these bow Ashigaru, and if you guys could just kind of circle around and charge from your spellos, that'd be awesome too. And those bows are dealt with. Fall back. Circle, lads, circle. Take this general down, eager though he may be. You guys being pursued? Yeah, you are. Charge them. Oh, they sent some guys down the hill. Those are the samurai, aren't they? Loose formation, charge down the hill into these samurai and bring these bowmen with you. General's broken, hunt him down.
A glorious victory will soon
We
be
did it.
yours.
Nasty fight. Chase off the Yari samurai and glorious victory for Nodachi. Battle won for Haramune, but we did end up losing one of our units of bow Ashigaru. Golden Blade goes to the generals, of course, after battle for running lads down, but the bows do a very good job of killing there. Leon, back to your castle, fool. He shall not let you leave. We'll simply auto-resolve this battle. Which shows them going, like, being deployed and being killed too. Interesting. We lost 0, their daimyo falls. Good grief, 2 more great clans are gone. The Uesugi are gone, and so are the Otomo. War is brutal out here. On the Yoja. We need to go ahead and make sure we are... staying in top shape, so I'm going to go ahead and merge a couple of those lads there, and we're going to continue on our merry way. A couple of glorious battles. And our fire ships can kind of sneak on round. There's nothing up here. I guess it's a trade. Trade with the Ainu villages. 5 iron. Equal fields, Todofukin. Okay, so the trading port we can just build right off the bat here. 1,800 for it, too. You just have to wait a couple turns. I think we can do that, no problem. Anyone else want to trade? Nope. Finances, I don't really want to raise them any further. In fact, I'd love to drop them at some point, but we're not there yet. Alright, turns out the Mogami actually did have a navy. They have 3 Kobayas. One of them's a little bit wounded, but with having 3, they'll be able to distract us just long enough to win, so let's go ahead and fall back. Sanemoto has now come of age. Excellent. Competent leader inspires unyielding resolve in his men whilst employing all of his skills and experience to help gain the upper hand. Private army of its commander in the heat of battle, and this advantage lost. In doing battle with enemy forces, we must take every opportunity to kill their generals. Some more fervor. Shoni have adopted Christianity because they want guns. Osakabe and Mori are now fighting. Our path has been blocked. Interesting. Well, we shall march on their castle. Hopefully they can't recruit enough men to actually keep themselves alive. This looks pretty doable on our side. So in terms of the sieges, you don't actually have any siege equipment, do you? Huh. Well, if we just auto-resolve them, then what happens? If we just win this way? He's got to land. 60 samurai retainers, 160 Yashigaru, and then 160 of these guys here, and that's all they've got. Wish you could see what the map looks like. Auto-resolve them. Ooh, 77 in the fighting, no problem. Ugo province belongs to me now. Both these cards look great. We shall peacefully occupy. Aramune increases in rank and price of audacity. Become a dreaded force for 6 turns. The Mogami also have Uzen. That makes sense. Ugo province has this lovely stone quarry, extra construction cost reduction to building things in this province, and we got some extra wealth and some tons of sturdy stone. Harbor there, and then the roads, of course. They've got this actually pretty well built up, except for the castle town we need to rebuild. When TH rebuild is not a big a deal. They've got the Yari drill yard here. Date bulletproof samurai. Bulletproof, huh? That sounds fantastic. Let's send our Kobaya back to this harbor, and we can get some... We want another boat here before too long. In fact, they're pretty cheap to build up. So recruit up a... So what other two Kobayas? Tate Sanamoto. You look pretty cool. Let's make sure you don't need to be assigned anywhere. Resistance to invaders. Also constructing buildings across all provinces, or bonus wide. Let's make him the Commissioner for Development. Resistance to invaders, I wonder. Let's go finance. Sanamoto shall be in charge of our money. Superior stone acquired. Excellent, and then we made Arabune Brave. Sweet. He also has more skill points here. Alright, now we get into Admiral Stealthy. Extra command during ambushes. Allows for wedge formation for cavalry. That's fun. I think we just get the last one into strategist here because extra movement is awesome, and then we can get wedge formation for cavalry, extra command when attacking on land. Get abilities? Nope. Instilling fear. Instilling fear is great. Definitely want infantry leader too at some point. Let's go ahead and grab some extra Bushido research rate. We definitely need to split these guys up. It looks like Yoshinori has not gained really much skill at all traveling with his brother here. He needs to be more of a reinforcement army than anything. Well, we could probably just leave him here in Ugo province to kind of keep it repressed for now. All of our warriors we actually replenish more here. 9 turns, man. That's crazy. Drop taxes ever so slightly, that way Ugo doesn't have any issues. That's less issues. Alright. I'd like to get moving again. Let's bring just about everyone then. Looks like they're only replenishing a little bit less in the field, which is good. Leave him with just a single unit of Yari spearmen and because the castle is damaged. Having some more Yari samurai would be awesome. Also, though, they're very expensive. What's more Bowashi Gado would call it there in terms of recruiting?
As Japan is host to volcanic activity, earthquakes, floods, droughts, tsunami, fires and typhoons, it is possible that such a disaster will occur at some juncture.
That sounds awful. We have, though, mastered the way of the sword, so we get ourselves some Nodachi. Nodachi? Nodachi samurai. We can't combine those words together. They're the Nodachi samurai. An auspicious day indeed. Mounting unrest. I thought we fixed the unrest there, but apparently not. When warrior and sword are one, they are invincible. Yeah, people of Ugo are back to being mad. Not making any money at the moment, but I think that's okay. Is the unrest it was just because he's in the province? We can chill out for the winter then and make the people calm down, or else. Devastating charge, good morale. Their charge bonus is at 32. This unit can enter a frenzied state for a short period of time, temporarily increasing its speed, charge, and melee attacks and making it unbreakable. Good old Banzai. Let's start making the long trip over here to Ugo. We are thrilled to have you join. It takes a turn each to build the boats. That makes sense. You here. We'll come on into the port together. Alright, now... Spears of Shizukatake. Put some, like, extra specialist regiments there. That's pretty cool. Extra running speed. Enable swooping crane. Go ahead and grab the Way of Chi. Extra tax rate, and then we'll probably go ahead and pick up Zen. For some happiness. Ooh, oh. Sure. Stronghold has been repaired, or actually just built up in Iwate. Excellent. Sake-den will allow us to get a ninja. Oh, samurai, or the Siege Engineer's Workshop. Or some fire bombers. We could definitely use some heroes, so let's go ahead and grab... One gives us the... Monk comes from here, and the Metsuke is the market. I think a market would be better than the Sake-den. But it does make people happy, so we'll pop it in here. That stronghold absolutely does recruit for, or build up for people, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's the whole reason they're not mad is because our clan leader's here, forcing them to be happy.
A trade post is the means through which we trade.
Thank you, madam. So I don't believe we can bring the entire... In fact, we might want to send Yoshinori out, have him lead the way. Oh, they get mad immediately. It's really obnoxious, actually. We see why. Sure, but why is the public order so low? Just naturally because we conquered it? Wish it would tell us. That'd be awesome. This is unhappy. You don't say. Each of them are making fair amounts of money. Thank you. We just... In fact, we might want to maybe inspire a rebellion, put that rebellion down. But just so we don't have anyone die on us, let's move on into an ambush here. Thankfully, Iwate province is happy. We probably want to bring our navy round. See if they can't post up in our port to make people happy by pointing a whole bunch of bows at them. I don't see our opponents here, but I'm not trying to get our new Nodachi ambushed by an army coming out of Uzun. Okay, and now we kind of just wait for our technology to take along. Mounting unrest in Ugo. All things there is an energy. Awaiting release. Up for them to hurry up and just launch the rebellion. 3 versus 4 boats should go our way pretty well. I think we shall have ourselves a naval battle to begin the next episode with. Thank you all so much for stopping by the beginning of our Dante campaign. Things are going well. It's just a very difficult start here against what looks like the halt sign here. The Mogami are putting up a decent fight. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one.